Howdy. So I want to go a bit of a different route this time. I've been talking more practical philosophy and game theory and just stuff you can use for the most part. I wanted this video anyways. I wanted to talk about something a little less practical. So magic, I think what makes magic very interesting is the fact that it is a game of choice, and your choices are, I mean, not binary, but you don't have, well, in some matches you do have a wide variety of choices that you can make, and it changes the probability. But regardless, magic is a game of choice, and you can't have a game without choice. So reality, in the same vein, is a I don't want to say a game, but it is governed by choice, right? So nobody in life is truly free because you have to make choices. So you have to, there are certain choices that you might have a spectrum of, you know, okay, this is how I make that choice, but there are certain things you have to do. Like you are biologically governed. You're driving around this machine and it needs things. So you have to have food, you have to have water, you have to have shelter. Because your brain is wired a certain way, you probably need companionship, heat or cool, depending on your environment. And how you get those things is a choice, but you have no choice. You need those things. So it's we don't live in a world where you can be completely free because you have needs. You have a set of goals you need to acquire. Kind of like in Magic, how your goal is to get someone to zero life without getting your life zeroed out. You have a set win. There we go. A set win condition in life, and that is not dying. So, in a sense, you are enslaved to the nature of reality because you can't choose not to do that. You have to do this thing. It doesn't matter whether you want to or not. You have to. Oh, sleep. Sleep's another one. Um, so in life, you have to do things, much like in Magic. You are, by participating in this game, in a sense enslaved to it, because well, you can play the game however you want. You lose if you don't play the way that the game is meant to be played. And in life, you die. You don't. There's no well, another game. No, you're out. That's it. Game over. And so I would argue that in life you have less freedom than in Magic, because you can't just say no, I don't want to play that way, because, well, fine, don't play that way, go die. That's the nature of reality that we live in. So we're all kind of enslaved to that. Um, even that super rich guy. Let's use Jeff Bezos again. I'm gonna get harping on that guy. I don't know why. He's a target, maybe a punching bag. That guy has to eat. That guy has to shower. That guy has to shit. That guy has to sleep. He doesn't get to not do that stuff either. I mean, maybe someday his money will afford him the option to not do that, but then he has other things he has to do, just because he lives in a universe that has rules. So we all have to do those things. However, I don't want to seem all doom and gloom, right? Because I think Magic, like real life, is a place where you can be free, and a place where you can express yourself. In life, you might have to acquire those things, but you get a wide spectrum. You can acquire them almost any way that you want, especially because we live in a civilization that's built on capitalism, which, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say it's a perfect system. It's the best we've been able to come up with, and it does afford people the opportunity to I mean, not me. I'm not trying to sit here and say I can do this for a living, but some people can sit here and do something like this for a living. Some people can paint. Some people can do all kinds of stuff that if that's what they wanted to do, and we didn't live in a society where we're all interconnected and rely on each other, they couldn't do that. Like but they can make a living and a livelihood out of it, and that's awesome. That's amazing. Like we have the ability to do pretty much anything that we really want if we're committed to it and we're rigorous about it in life, and we can play that way, and that's awesome. I think it really teaches us the importance of interdependence and how awesome it is that we can all be reliant on each other in this way. So yeah, I think that that's pretty cool, and I think in Magic, you get a similar sort of ability to make decisions, right? So there's a game that's happening, and that's one of the reasons I've been enjoying the Lurris deck so much, is because there's so much option that you can play the match so many different ways. You get so many choices, and I think that's so cool. So your goal is to not die and to beat your opponent, and you get so many choices about how you can do that. It's so neat. But I mean, it's not just that deck. It's any deck. There's almost an art. Well, there is an art to it because it's so complicated that you can't solve it, right? I mean, maybe there's correct plays given certain variables, but because the game of Magic is one that is so complex, it's not something you can ever say definitively this is solved, with the exception of like maybe the first 2 or 3 turns. So yeah, I think that even though we do live in a world that we are enslaved to, I think that it's created a situation or a game that is very compelling to interact with because we have to achieve these things. And if we lived in a world where we, say, didn't need to eat, didn't need to sleep, didn't need to do all these other things, or weren't governed by choices of move my arm left or right, you can move your arm left and right, things like that, I mean, it's nonsensical, right? But theoretically it's possible for a universe to exist where you can do all of that, or you can just have the power to do all of that, or in this universe, or whatever. I mean, the limits of imagination are boundless, but it's theoretically possible to imagine a world where you don't have to make choices, and I think that's a much less compelling world because it is so infinite. I think what's compelling about the nature of our reality is the fact that we have to make choices, and I think that is ridiculously freaking cool. I did all of this bomb-ass dialogue while I was in small mode. I'm so mad about it, but I'm really happy with that, so we're keeping it. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to get in some games after the break here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and queue up another standard event here. Make some choices. Enjoy our day. Once submitted. Yep. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do it to it here. Do it to it here. Oh, I take it you found the video and you don't need a copy of the link.
I get notifications now.
Wait. Lord Typhus. Alright, Typhus. Let's do this thing. I got a crab, a wind robber, and a heartless act. I'm feeling lucky. Mono red. Interesting. Or is it mono red? All we've seen is a shock. We still can't identify if it's mono red or not. I assume that's mono red. Yeah, that's probably mono red. What do I want out of this one? Probably blue, because I have the awakening for black. Does he want to block here? Do I give him the option to block here? Yeah. We get got by Rimrock Knight super hard if he blocks there. So we're not actually going to do that. We're just going to Heartless Act it. He's got the other Bone Crusher. That seems to indicate that he probably doesn't actually have... I want to know. 100% I want to know. That's not a good Heartless Act target. He's got to do something besides the charger, right? Annex, there we go. Cue it up. I dare ya. No? Interesting. Really tempted just to activate the Lurris here. Play out the Awakening and pull another blue. I don't know if it's correct to play 3 life there, or to pay 3 life there, but I'm going to. Because I think I need to. I think it's actually more important that I have the Wind Robber in play here. I think I've turned the corner. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have just done everything there. I'm feeling like it's time to start beating him down now. I want to draw cards with that Wind Robber. Playing Fire, interesting. I don't think that's a good target for it, but okay. So he's indicating that he's probably got more removal in hand. Right? Get blown out by shock if he's got it. think I'm okay with that. Just want to draw infinite cards here. I really need to pull my end of the stories. But I need to get him to play out a Phoenix of Ash in order to do that. There we go. Okay, that doesn't attack in. Does it? Yeah, that attacks in. Ooh, that's a top deck. What's that, 4? Oh, 3. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Puts him at 9. Yeah, that's fine. We're at 17. He needs to be thinking more about how he doesn't die. I have another Thought Thief in the graveyard. No. He's got to use that as a blocker with reach. Oh, what? Interesting. Does he land an Embercleave on that? He might. Nope, no Embercleave in hand. I don't know if that's necessarily the line I would have taken there. Annex. Oh, we can hold the Drown. We can play out the Lurris, hold a Drown. Oh no, we can't play out the Lurris and hold a Drown here, can we? We can either Lurris or Drown. Because it's 2 black. Oh, that's awkward. We're reliant on Windrobber. We go that route. Still, I want to have him on a 2-turn clock here, so... I think this is correct. And then if he has an Embercleave, we just whiff whatever from out underneath it. Block with a Windrobber. Perfect. Thieves Guild Enforcer is nice. Interesting. We're gonna drown on the lock one of those robbers. It seems like he doesn't have an Embercleave here. Fabled Passage, not that good. But I think we can replay a Windrobber here. That's pretty good. So yeah, 17 cards. 4. Wonder if that was technically correct. Yeah, this has got to be right. This has got to be correct. What's our ground game look like here? There's the 4-2, which he can block. There's 4-3. Or is 2-2. Then he's dead, so he has to block it with something favorable for us. I guess he could block it with the Fireblade Charger. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe just these two. I think that's good. Yep. Hopefully that wasn't an Embercleave. 1. There's only one Embercleave in there. He's incredibly favored to have one. He's just dead here, isn't he? Yeah. Like, we can double up here. And then block one of those. And we kill him next turn, right? Should. Got the Lurris first, so he is going to cleave. But we'll survive. Is there anything we can do for blue-blue? I don't think there is, right? No. So this is going to resolve. Am I okay trading a token for a Wind Robber? Nah, I'd rather have the draw. Block Wang. Another Slaying Fire, literally anything. Nope. Cool. Good game. Nice. Last card of the day is a Taunting Arbor Mage. Cool. This is a interesting hand. 2 lands, one of them tap. Opponent goes first. We can get everything turned on, but Yeah, sure. Maybe. Maybe it gets there. Green? Probably green-red then, right? I think that's a pretty obvious play, but... Nah. Red. Oh, but he plays the thing. Sweet. Hey, we got a great hunch. Nice. Really need a land soon. On what, 2? Dang. Another brush fire elemental. He's got a land in hand then. I might want to counter that. I think I do, actually. Because I'm sick of dying to him. Oof. Man, that's rough. That's extremely rough. Really need some way to interact with a love-struck beast here. Questing beast? Jesus. Go to 4. Holy crap. That's a curve. That is a curve. Make another blue. I still can't domination, right? He's at 5. He goes to 7. Yep. That's rough. So what I'm gonna have to do is like this. Make another blue. Play out a wind robber. And the only way I get another mill is if I attack. So what do I want to be defending with? Probably the Thieves Guild Enforcer. Yep. And then do I bluff? Or do I just need to get to it? I don't think he plays around bluff anything. So, maybe just activate the Lurris here. Play a good honest game of Magic. Because if we can live for one more turn, Can probably get away with some bullshit. Yeah, I gotta have the Lurris in hand to get away with anything, though. Death touch, haste. Shit. Good game. What a curve. But that's okay. We will get him next time. Lessons. Lessons, maybe? Yeah, capable. We got the crab in hand. Going first or second? First. There's only one card that can deal with that. And that ain't it. Go ahead and pay. Pay 3. Ridiculous. Alright. No attacks. And turn. See if he plays something worth countering here. That ain't worth countering. Okay. Kitty, get out of here. Not right now, sweetie. Ugh. No attacks, interesting. Hopefully you needed those lands. That's a lot of lands. And then do I want to bluff having something? Well, I do have something, point of fact. So let's see if he goes to 3 and plays something worth countering. That's worth countering. Scry 2 would have been nice there. Alright. We've got the end of the story, we've got the call, we've got the Lurris. We can just turn on into the story and bluff having something. Yeah, he's running fairly typical deck here. We just start getting him? Like Blood Chief's Thirst. Nah, we don't start getting him. another Lurris there, sweet. Combat, no attacks. End turn. Phase 3 to go to 4. Interesting. Is that a Linden? Okay. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and end the story in response here. That's probably good enough. Tapped out on the Alicid. That's not bad either. But I think double runs crab is probably just good enough. Right? Yeah. Probably just good enough. And I guess we can Blood Chief's Thirst just to keep him honest here. Do we really need to? Not really. But we gotta start getting some of those selfless saviors off the field. Interesting. That's fine. We were kind of hoping for something like that. What we're not hoping for is to run into a Heliod here. If we run into a Heliod, it's going to be rough. Daxos is fine, which means he doesn't have a Heliod here. Nice. Luminarch Aspirant, also fine. He's super wide, so this is going to be a bit difficult, but I think we can get there. I'm good for one in here. I'll take out that savior. Okay. I think we just want a Lurris here, right? I think Lurris applies way more pressure. Drown the lock. Tough to say. No. Maybe. Maybe. Might be backbreaking. Okay, where's he at? 20 cards left. We can get back just the Thieves Guild Enforcer here. Can't actually lure us. Next combat. Do I want to make that attack? Yeah, I probably do. I think we're gonna get this guy with mill. Maybe it would have been correct to, interesting. I think I take the positive one, right? Yep. Just keeps playing Legion Angels here. We can get him really hard with Death Dweller. If we attack with both. Yep, I think we do that. Actually, if he doesn't block any of it... He just doesn't care. Okay, cool. Cool. In that case, I'm going to play down a Lurris here. Play out a Thieves Guild Enforcer. And float enough for Drown in the Lock. Good enough. Good enough. I'm running into my mono white list a lot more now. Gnosk. Yep, turn 1 Ruins Crab, I think so. As long as we manage to pull a counterspell. Okay, we've got a counterspell for the Genesis Ultimatum. We're pretty set. I don't think we'll see a Blood Chief's Thirst next turn. That's disgusting, though. That's something you really got to deal with, I think. That top card of Genesis Ultimatum? Oh, get destroyed, son. That's a pretty good card there. Do we Vantress, though? I don't think Vantress turns anything on. I think I'm good with the Scry. I've already got another land, so what I'm looking for is either a Drown in the Lock, because it's the best card in this matchup, or my opponent just explodes, because getting milled out is apparently too tilting for him. I mean, he still had like 1,000,000 cards left in his deck. I think we were fine there, or I think he was fine there, but tilt is a real thing. Manage your tilt. It'll save you from losing gold. Juan Piku. Ruined Crab. I go first. Turn 1 Ruin Crab, probably. Or we could Thieves Guild Enforcer into Thought Thief. I think I just want to turn 1 Ruin Crab, because I can turn 1 Ruin Crab. I don't need to turn 1 Ruin Crab, do I? I can turn 2 Ruin Crab, then play down the Enforcer at the end of the turn. I mean, this is for sure a keep. But do we turn 1 Ruin Crab or not? Out. It's going to be an island. Fighting another rogue? No, we do not turn 1 Ruin Crab because that gets punished by Bloodchief's Thirst. We will go ahead and turn 2 Ruin Crab with Thieves Guild Enforcer at the end. Ruin Crab. We need a black mana here so we can get rid of it. But we've got a super strong turn coming up here. Killed one of our enforcers. And he plays out a Wind Robber. That's a pretty good turn from him, too. Sick. That's absolutely disgusting. He has removal on that Enforcer. We're going to play another Enforcer and a Thought Thief before it resolves. That's unfortunate. Oh, we got his Cling? That's extra unfortunate. He's got Cling on. Go ahead and counter it. I'm not really sure who came out ahead there. I'm gonna say probably me. Because we can do some busted ass shit. Pathway, I don't think that's good enough. Maybe it is. We're on 4. Oh, we're gonna Death Dweller this turn. Yeah, that's gotta be something better. Turbo Mill. The Death Touch. A Menace. I just milled him for 12. Yeah, there's no way you can clear that out. Any double blocks? Nope. He's just got to take a ton of damage here. He's got 3 clings in his deck? Jesus. Double blocks. I think I'm okay with that. I think I've just got too much pressure here. Oh, he's got his own call. Alright, maybe not. Then we can Lurris. Play our own shit too. Or we can just get him with End of the Story. End of the Story might be just better here, right? Then we can play land. Oh, we drew both of our clings. Man. Bloodchief's Thirst is super powerful here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, well. What are we going to remove then? I think what I want to remove is one of the 3/3s. That way if he wants to block, it's gonna have to be yeah. Legal. We did legal damage. Hey girl, you got a cute puppy dog over there. Vying for your attention against your phone and Reddit.
I wasn't on Reddit. I was buying Christmas gifts. It was Black Friday after all.
Oh, that's true. That's a good call.
I was buying for my nieces and my nephews. And yes, now I have a doggo here.
What a good boy.
Actually, half of the stuff that I bought was like, it's like after you purchase it, or not purchase it, but after you put it in your cart and go for like it, it'll be like, oh, it discounts like a lot. But the kind of stuff that I was buying is intended to be discounted because, you know, they're not electronics or nothing. They're just like kids learning stuff. So they're like not playing that game. No, off. Oh, he won.
Hello, SF1771. He won. And this guy's telling us he is what and has no lands. Gruel, probably. We play out the black land. We want to play out the black land here. Say, yep, you can probably go ahead and get my... Oh, it's not Gruel. It is Karaxa. That's rough. Rough life there. We're in Exiles. Man, it's been so long since I fought this deck, I forgot how it works. Mire Triton. Yeah, okay, whatever. Do not care. He's helping me mill himself. Okay, we got the Temple of Deceit. Fabled Passage. We're gonna be into the storing next turn anyway, aren't we? Yeah. So we don't care about the extra land drop there, I don't think. Do we want to trade? Robber for a Mire Triton? Or do we want to get gas going here? I think we want to just gas. I think we 100% pedal to the metal. We're going to have to discard a card next turn. His goal is 100% to mill us out. So what do we do about that? We can just counter it. Yeah, we'll just counter it. Sack a Wind Robber. Blocker for the Triton. Or we don't, and we just keep getting them. It's a tough decision. Okay, now he plays another land and plays Karaxa. That one exiles. I wonder if he's got like another one in hand and that's what he's gunning for here. Well, I mean, we're gonna have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to discard the Drown in the Lock here no matter what. Does it matter having 3 on tap? No, not really. Hopefully he doesn't have another one in hand, because that would be awkward. He does indeed have another one in hand. That's extremely awkward. My card advantage! Get a Ruin Crab back? I don't think I care. But I know he's just going to play another one next turn. So I guess I'd sacrifice the call. And play out a Ruin Crab. Awkward. Oh. And we're going to have to hold that Lurris for so long. Just going to play Karaxa every turn. Playing to dust. Well, we can get him over a couple turns here. He's gonna discard the Lurris here. That's okay. Whoop. We need one of those to sack, right? He's got 8. It costs 5. 9. I think this is okay. He discards us for 2 here. But we got the clings, so we should be able to just keep exiling them. Just to not lose 3 life, maybe? I don't know, that's all we're doing here. Because now he plays the other Croxa. And we have to discard the domination. But we are just going to keep clinging those. 6. I need to have more stuff in my graveyard so I can keep clinging those. Thinking about removing the Ruin Crab. Why would he be thinking about removing the Ruin Crab? I mean, I know he's going to play the Croxa, but what's the Ruin Crab really doing here? Gives me the option to steal it. Okay. That is a potential problem for him, isn't it? Because now we can't play the other one. And I can steal this one. And I can whip the Heartless Act. Super interesting game we've got going on here so far. Now I can exile his other one next turn. Yeah, I think that's fine. Well, now he's got another one, so it's gonna be a rough life. Getting the 3rd Crocs out of here. Rankle. Oof. Brutal. He's gonna make me discard here. And sacrifice, probably. Goes face. Man, that's aggressive. That is super aggressive. Yeah, sure, I will sack a Ruin Crab here 100% every single day. Oh, that's brutal. That island is also a rough top deck. He's going to get me to sacrifice his Croxa. And then probably finish me off next turn. That Rankle. God damn it. So about 100% attacks, right? And then I need to draw an answer for the Rankle right now. So I can, if I play out the island and draw like exactly removal, I can get there. So what do we want to leave? Matter. Yeah, this is gonna have to be black. I'm gonna cling to dust. And I actually need to remove something other than Croxa here, which means I'm in a really bad spot. That is not... That is not enough. At this point, the discard's actually the best thing I could possibly do. Okay. Now he plays out a Karaxa, and that's game.
Well, that was a waste.
What a weird sound effect. I wonder if it's gonna ask me if I had fun that match. Nope. Though I don't understand why it said that. Cheeky whammon. Nope. Yup. Blue red. What the F? Milling for 6. I think I'm milling for 6. Black doesn't matter here. Full of blue. Oh no, Hundo Milliono Percento. Oh, interesting. I was gonna do that anyway. Still, putting it on the stack like that. That's rough. Fire Prophecy, Scorching Dragonfire. So this is like a red removal deck. Probably got removal for this too. That's my guess. Nope, does not. If he puts a card in his graveyard, we can end the story next turn. So if he removes that, we can end the story. That'll work. I wonder if he's upset about that. That felt pretty good. Play down another Ruins Crab. Another Fabled Passage. Then another Thought Thief. What's too much, opponent? Like, at what point do you... what was that? Nair set. Gain 2 life, add blah, only to cast non-creature spell. You discard a non-land card this way, Nair set. Deals damage equal to that card's converted mana cost. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this emblem deals 2 damage to any target. Man, that's pretty good. We just blocks with the token here. Yep. And I think we're happy with this. What do we want to pull here? Black or blue? Black, so we can awaken. And do we want to drown in the lock here to save the Thought Thief? Or can we deal with having that gone? I want to keep 2 rogues in play. But I can awaken it next turn. Yeah, we can whiff the giant though. I think that's probably enough, right? Giant's 3 mana. Yeah, I don't want to be kicking my removal. I think that's probably good enough. Bone Crusher Giant number 2. LOL. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. If you want to use it on that, I'm fine with that. That does mean I'm holding my Awakening for Lurris, though. Okay, we gotta call the Death Dweller. It's all fine. In our graveyard, a crab and a Thought Thief. Yeah, I think it's about time to start getting him a Lurris. I'm totally okay just eating that. Or should I block here? Nah, no blocks. No blocks, no nothing. Another Ruin Crab. He's at 29. Lands, interesting. I think I want to actually play out the Lurris. Right? Where's the Death Dweller? Yeah, I think the Death Dweller is actually better here because it doesn't open me up to get my Lurris removed. Forces a play in response. A Death Touch counter. Obviously that. And then we play out the Awakening. Oh, do we want to play out the Awakening? Yeah, I think we have to play out the Awakening as a land, untapped. So now our counter spells are online. Okay, sweet. Got 20 cards left in hand. Goes there for sure. And I have to hold the counter spell. That's fine. That's gonna have to resolve. I don't know that I would necessarily be drawing cards in this situation. He's just making the 4/4 question mark. Holding that counter for something big. Yeah, that's a counterable spell there. Interesting. He's just trying to get me now? I think that's fair. Death touch on the 4/4 flyer. Probably good enough. Actually, no. Death touch on that. We can thirst the flyer. Rubber comes down first. Then I think the Lurris comes down next. Question mark. Play a Thought Thief here. Right? We get blown out by so many things. No. Oof. But I think this is how we have to play, right? Hopefully he doesn't have another Ugin. Because if he does have an Ugin, we're pretty boned. A basic land. I don't know how many Ugins we milled. Hopefully it's enough. I only see one in there. Probably get Ugin here. Actually, we've got the Blood Chief's Thirst for it, so maybe we get away. Maybe we get away with it. Dragonfire, sure, whatever. I'll have to replay another one of those. Elpsith. Exiled, that sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. I wonder if it might have been correct to land maybe? Land hopefully? Yes. That's disgusting. I think I'm fine with this. I can actually thirst that because I have a counter. Going to. Alright, so now we counter Ugin. Or something else big. Yeah, it's fine. Sweet. That was a weird match, but we got there. Five wins. Nice. We got a rare. That's sick. Kubik Mall. And some of these names are pretty random. Interesting hand. Second. I don't think that's good enough. Not a bad hand, though. It's just very reactive. Yeah, oh yeah, that's much better. One, two, three. I don't think it's ever correct to toss a drone in the lock, so that's probably correct. Oh god, it's a red deck. I don't think we pay 3 life to get the Enforcer down. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. Tap land either way. Avoid playing the Awakening if we can. Oh, such a slow hand versus red. Plays down the knight. Why did my stop disappear? That was weird. Anti-cognition. We're going to want to play out an Enforcer next turn. Oh god. That's so terrifying. It is seriously so terrifying. But as long as we keep 1-for-1ing him, I think we'll be okay. Okay. I think we're starting to tread water here. He's got 3 in the grave. So the Ash can come back with another counter on it. Plays a creature next turn, I probably want to counter it, and I probably want to be able to... play out my Wind Robber, so... as a blocker, so that comes down, this comes down, and then... he doesn't play anything in attacks, we drown on the lock the Phoenix. Or do we just trade? Doesn't have an Embercleave in hand. I'm okay taking 3. I think. Honestly, I don't want to just 1-for-1 him here and then get him with an anti-cognition next turn. I know this is a slow roll, but I really just don't want to take damage. That's fine. What do we got here? Thieves Guild Enforcer that we can get back. I don't think I really care about that. What I do think I care about is getting Ember Cleave, but he didn't have it last turn. Well, now we have the Awakening in hand, I think that's fine. And yeah, no attacks. End turn. Probably fine. Let's trade that off. We're going to want to get him with the anti-cognition, I think. Plays another one. That doesn't leave him mana to do anything else, so I definitely want to just counter that. Oh shit, he doesn't have 8 in his graveyard. Damn it. Okay, sweet. We can flash in a Thought Thief next turn. Hit 5. I still think that's like the best we got, right? Yeah, Drown the Lock plus Thought Thief. We can double spell him. Yep. So we're going to double spell him here. We're going to Drown the Lock to counter the Phoenix. Then we're going to Thought Thief. Block. Oh shit. That's going to have to resolve because he's exiling a bunch of shit. Oh fuck, that doesn't work either. God damn it. Those Phoenixes really screw me up here. Oh my god, I'm on 3. Yeah, it's gonna have to be a call here, right? Death Touch on that. Menace on that. Use attacks. Ain't nobody attacking here. Hopefully he hasn't ripped an Ember Cleave. That would suck. Royal Eruption, interesting choice. God damn, that is a hell of a card. Whew. Yeah, those Phoenixes, man. Those are good. Those are like super good cards. Got a rare out of it. Got 100 gold. We're happy. Ah! So, what rare did we get? Labyrinth of Scophos. Move attacking or blocking creature from combat. Interesting. And that's our first Surkarath. Surkara. The Bold. Whenever that or an instant deals damage, exile the top card, you can play it. Deals 1 damage. Tap to deal 1. That's pretty cool. But for 5, that's a bit expensive. Okay, cool. Got another rare, made some gold, continuing to roll up. So, yeah, we made some interesting choices there with what I consider to be one of the more interesting decks in the format. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll catch you next time. Adios.